For this particular assignment, I wanted to stay with the mixing of fashion and music. As seen in many of my previous Pecha Kucha style presentations, this presentation I will elaborate on how four factors political, economical, socio-cultural, and technological affect the two industries in various ways. Fashion is a part of everything that we do, from the way that we decorate our homes and offices to the way that we dress. A lot of the time, we may find ourselves watching what it is that our favorite artist or celebrity is doing with their current fashion trends. Let's face it, the mixing of fashion and music is inevitable and has been around since forever. When dealing with the fashion industry, there are times when the materials, designs, and completed products will either be produced overseas or will be shipped back to the purchaser for local completion. Because of this, it is very important that both the purchasing party and the distributing party are aware of each other's foreign trade policies. Information on the U.S. foreign trade policy can be found by visiting the U.S. Embassy via online research at www.usembassy.de or by phone. Information may also be found at www.trade.gov. War and conflict have ways of affecting everything, and neither of these industries are an exception. With war and conflict come the fluctuation of the economy. When people start to lose their jobs and the extra money they used to see is no longer existent, they stop spending on fashion and entertainment first. This causes those involved in both of the industries to start taking losses and scramble to find new ways to stay relevant. No industry is free from government policies and regulations. The music industry is an industry with many rules and regulations. A law that many may be familiar with is the censorship law, which gives the government the ability to censor the type of music that can be purchased, played, or distributed in communities. Let's face it, when the seasons change, the music changes, and fashion changes also. People subconsciously associate certain types of music with certain times of the year, such as when you hear a song and instantly think, hey, this reminds me of this or that time during a certain season. Artists often mention the times of the year or seasons in their songs. With the changing of the seasons comes the changing of the temperature and the weather, naturally bringing about the change and the need for new styles. As stated previously, fashion is a part of everything we do, including our music. There are certain songs for every situation or occasion. When having a relaxing day at home or working in the office, there is usually a softer tone of music being played than when hanging out with a group of friends. The same is considered with fashion. The type of clothing that you would wear to work is not the same clothing that you would wear for a night out on the town or for a sports event with your friends. Because of the fact that artists have such a high influence on the types of clothing, jewelry, hairstyles, and vehicles that are popular to the general public, you have fashion designers paying celebrities and giving away clothing just so that the public will catch a glimpse of what the artist is wearing and go and get it, making the designer a hot commodity, at least for that season. Music is different in many ways. There are various genres of music because people of various social classes have different tastes when it comes to music. Not everyone likes hip hop or rock or classical music. The same can be said about fashion. Not every woman wants to wear dresses only, and not every man wants to wear suits only. People simply have different tastes about everything in life. Technology is always changing, which is why it is becoming easier for people to communicate with people from thousands of miles away with little to no problems. This ability is causing mix this the ability to mix the cultures has an influence on not only the way that music is being recorded and made, but it also is having an influence on how the consumer is listening to the final product, such as the iPads and the iPods and the MP3 players. These cross culture trends also have an effect on the fashion trends that are brought to the mainstream public. The media has always had a major influence on what the hottest artist or designer is, and that is not going to change anytime soon. The thing about both of these industries is the fact that with the patents or just going into music or fashion, period, you want to make sure that you are copywriting and patenting everything that you're doing, because you don't want to get something that you believe is very good and it's going to sell and it's going to make you number one, and then while you're showing it to other people or putting it out there for the public to hear, all of a sudden all of your hard work is gone down the drain because someone else likes your ideal just as much as you did, and now they've taken it. This last slide shows the resources that were used to help come up with this information.